For today's nail design, you're going to need your stamping plate. I'm using this plate here. This is RA110, and this is from Red Angel. You can find that on Amazon. You're going to need your stamper and scraper. I'm using a clear jelly today to help me place. You're going to need your polish. Today I'm using gel polish. I'm using the base, top, and the color that I'm using from Die Hard Nails or DIY Hard Nails is this one. It's called Clearly Natural, and this is just a clear polish with a little bit of a pink tint to it. You may also want to use latex tape around your cuticle. If you don't have this, you can just clean up with acetone or fingernail polish remover at the end. Rubbing alcohol. You're also going to need dotting tools. I used this really fine one and this size here, and then you may also want to use a nail art brush like this to clean up around the edges. That's up to you. And then you're also going to need acrylic paint. I used 3 colors. You can find these in craft stores. So the colors I used was pink, green, and orange. And then you may want to use a little palette just to make it easier for you to work off of, and then water to thin out your paint. And then the last thing that I used was stamping polish, and then I used this white one from Queen here. So let's go ahead and get started with the tutorial. Go ahead and start with your base coat. You want to do thin, even layers, making sure to cure. And don't forget to cap the nail. Once the base coat's cleared, you can go ahead and go in with your color. Today I'm using Clearly Natural, which is just a slightly tinted clear. You're going to want to do 2 to 3 coats, depending on how thick you do it. Make sure to cure each layer of polish in your LED or UV lamp. Once you've got the color built up, go ahead and remove the tacky layer with rubbing alcohol. I use 91%. So now we're going to start our stamping. I'm going to be using this image here with the little polka dots. To protect my skin, I'm using liquid latex or latex tape. And then to stamp, I'm going to be using this white polish here from Queen. And then I'm using a clear jelly stamper just to help me place it, and then my scraper. So just real quick to walk you through what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be placing the polish, scraping it, picking up the image with my stamper, and then looking through the little hole and trying to line it up on my nail so that I can see where it's going. Once you put down the polish, you have to move fairly quickly, so that's what I'll be doing now. Now if there are any mistakes, you can go in and clean that up with a paintbrush and just a little bit of polish remover. And you just go through and clean up the smile lines if you want to. So here I have 3 colors of acrylic paint, neon pink, green, and orange. I'm going to be using a dotting tool to fill in the little spots on my nails. And then you're just going to want to use a little bit of water to thin out the paint if you need to. I'm just going to be using a piece of paper towel to wipe off in between color changes. So I'm just going to go in and pick up a color randomly and literally just fill in the hole. Once the acrylic paint's had a chance to dry, go ahead and go in with your top coat and seal in your design, making sure to cap the edge really well. Then you want to go ahead and cure that in your LED or UV lamp. Okay, once that's cured, go ahead and start cleaning up. Remove the latex if you have any, clean up around the edges with fingernail polish remover, and then remove the tacky layer. And then just use rubbing alcohol to clean up the tacky layer of the polish.